Thank you, God. Dear Heavenly Father, please let this live stream be a beacon of light for those that are struggling with drugs, alcohol, and or mental illness. Let them get out of the darkness and find some hope with the Queen's Light Brigade. Let your presence be known throughout this live stream. Let your presence be known and love with them that are struggling with drugs, alcohol, and or mental illness. Let your presence and love be known to those who are still suffering out there in the world, who don't know about the Queen's Light Brigade. Let your love be felt throughout this live stream. Thank you, God, for another day clean and sober. Without you, I couldn't be doing this. And thank you for my gifts of recovery from you, God. God, thank you for the opportunity to live stream on YouTube every day. It's a blessing for me, for Jim, for all the Queen's Light Brigade and of YouTube. And in the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right. Don't do that, man. You know, I'm going to do this. Hi, Lisa, how are you? And my voice is just, wait, I didn't see that because I didn't see it. Lisa, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. Because I was too busy with Zeppo. What's up, Butters? What's up? How are you? Let me melt into you and give you a cyber love hug, and same with Lisa too. Cyber love hug! I can't do it. I haven't lost my voice. I have lost my voice. Thank you, Lisa. My voice is... Hi, Rick. My voice is completely almost gone. It's almost not... I can't even do this cyber love hug. And no, I timed out Zeppo for just spamming the megaphone and all that stuff. And all that. So, anyway, let me get through this first, and we'll have a good time. All right, so here we go. Hey everybody, this is Rock Queens, everyone coming at you live from my headquarters in Oklahoma. It's Sunday, smoke singles, and I might not need a translator pretty soon so you can understand what I'm saying. Just saying. My voice, I can't talk. Wow. I know I sound like Froggy from the Little Rascals, but hey, things could be worse, right? I'm gonna tell you something, Lisa. Jim's been saying, don't go out there, don't go out there, don't talk. Yeah, me not talking, come on. What's up, Julius? Yeah. Adrian! Oh, Adrian! Whatever. Thank you, Patty. It is what it is. I will. Hey, if you see Alan John, tell him to give me back my glasses. Yeah. He's been avoiding me lately. I never listen. I have a hard head, remember? Hard head makes a soft ass. Alright. We're gonna do something different before the sun goes down. And I want to get this done. And all those gnats I swallowed last night didn't help either. And the one up my nose, whatever, but thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. And just turn up the volume right now. I try to do this till Wednesday. But in reality, let's be realistic, right? Yeah, that's not gonna happen, I don't think. So tomorrow, Monday Night Monday Night Roar is probably not gonna happen. I don't think TLC Tuesdays aren't gonna happen this week and stuff. So I have here the Big Book of AA. No, Hulk Hogan's voice didn't sound like this. Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah. Snapping to Slim Jim. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, of course I do. Of course. But the WWE, a lot of people are breaking away from WWE Nation or the prison and going to AEW. Well, I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. All right, enough of that. All right. So here's the cyber. Oh, all right, hold on. Here's another cyber hug. And just because my voice does sound like this doesn't mean I don't love you any less, okay? So for everybody that's just joining in, cyber love hug. You gotta laugh at that, guys. You really, I'm laughing at it. Okay, watch a whole bunch of frogs will come out of the woods. Say, "Mama, Mama, is that you, Mama?" There is frogs around here, by the way. I don't know where they're from. So, how you doing, Amy? Thanks, Vasquez. Oh, Vasaki, sorry. Alright, so we're going to start this off real quick because the sun's going down. I just want you to read. I want you to hear this from the Big Book of AA, okay? I had an older edition. I think it was like the second edition. And now this is like the fourth. And they put new stories in it, whatever, but we're going to talk about this for a little bit. I'm going to read chapter 2. And we're not going to read all the chapter 2, okay? We're just going to read some of it, all right? So, from AA, chapter 2, and here we go. God bless you all. I love you all. Maybe I should take out all my glasses so I can see this. There is a solution. We have alcoholics, and I'm going to say this too, real quick. Sorry, guys. You can always replace, if you're just a drug addict, just replace the drugs. If you're an alcoholic and addict, we'll just, you know what I'm talking about, all right? So just replace whatever. That's all I'm saying. All right, here we go. Again, Alcoholics Anonymous, chapter 2. There is a solution. All right. We of Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill W. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. Now, I'm going to say this real quick. Alcoholism and addiction of any kind can be arrested. It's not cured. Okay? So that's why they say, oh, you had a relapse. When it comes to cancer, they're like, oh, do you have you relapsed? All right, so, hold on. Now, I can't see with these damn glasses. I can see you go, though, with these glasses, but not. All right, so, hold on. Sorry, guys. All right. Let me do this again, and you guys, I know you're going to, just rock it, just go. Chapter 2, there is a solution. We have Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were once just as hopeless as Bill W. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. We are average Americans. All sections of this country and many of its occupations are represented, as well as many political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. We are people who normally would not mix, like outcasts. But there exists among us a fellowship, a friendliness and an understanding which is indescribably wonderful. We are like passengers of a great liner the moment after rescue from a shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, democracy pervade the vessel from steerage of the captain's table. Unlike the feelings of the ship's passengers, however, our joy and escape from disaster does not subside as we go on our individual ways. The feeling of having shared in a common peril is one element in a powerful cement which binds us, but that in itself would never have held us together as we are now joined. The tremendous fact. Let me get a drink of water real quick. I'm trying, guys. I am so trying. And God's helping me along with this, trust me. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. We have a way out on which we can absolutely agree, and upon which we can join in brotherly and, well, in harmonious action. This is a great news this book carries to those who suffer from alcoholism or drug addiction, among other things. An illness of this sort, and we have come to believe it's an illness, it's a disease, involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. If a person has cancer, all are sorry for him, and nobody is angry or hurt. But not so with the alcoholic or addict or a person with mental illness. For it is, there goes annihilation of all things worth in life. It engulfs all those lives touch the sufferers. It brings misunderstanding, fierce resentment, financial insecurity, disgusted friends and employees and employers, warped lives, and blameless children, sad wives and parents, and anyone increase the list. And I can't, I'm really struggling here. And, I love you guys. I really do. All right, so thank you, Patricia. All right, let me move up a little bit. American Dream, IRL. Jesus loves you all. I've been sober for two years. Thanks to my Lord. Way to go, American. Way to go. I appreciate you, and just by you sharing your recovery time, you are being an inspiration. You really are. You're saying recovery is possible if you do the right things. Hi, Healing, how are you? Healing's like, hello, beautiful people. Queen, you are perfect. My voice is just getting worse and worse and worse. I might have to do sign language or something. Mr. Max says, hello. You're doing great. Thank you, Crystal. Robert, Max says, they look green. What looks green? My glasses? They're not. Hi, Joseph. How are you? God bless you. Same to you. Are they? Whatever. God bless you on your journey of recovery. All right, so for those that don't know, I'm Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rockland. How's it going? It's Sunday, and it's Sunday, smoke singles and stuff like that. And I've been in recovery from crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2011. And yeah, I go through chronic depression, anxiety, panic attacks, chronic back pain. You know, I go through my struggles, you know, and all that, and I try to push myself to no end, you know. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. I sound like Humphrey Bogart, right? Do you want me to save you some chicken and potato salad? Barely. He has to stop doing this. Ah. Save some for me. Save some for me. Shane Bailey, how are you? Hi, Rocket. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Patricia. Hold on, I'm trying. Hi, Shane. 6 months on the 14th for me. Well, way to go, Shane. Keep on keeping on. Just by you sharing your recovery time, okay? You're being an inspiration. You know what I mean? You really are. So everybody give hearts and prayers up for Shane. Keep on keeping on. Stay close to your program. You know, you can always come here to talk to us. We, the Queens Light Brigade, have a lot of recovery time and stuff, and we enjoy helping people, uplifting each other. Ask Jeff before I bam again. Patricia Tompkins is so hard every day. Believe it or not, Patricia, that obsession with the drinking and the drugs and all that, it goes away. It really does. I haven't thought about it in years. You know, and that's why you have to stick with your program. Maybe go to intensive outpatient. Maybe go to counseling. They have a site on the internet called intherooms.com, and they have meetings for everybody. You can actually blog on that site. They just recently lost one of its founders about a month or two ago. And that site's like the number one pick for me. You know what? Hold on. Hi, Heather. I'm sorry if I missed you. Hi, May. Yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they? Um, we're, words like, I'm clean from fentanyl, benzos, and meth. 3 years on the ninth. 3 years. Way to go. And, you know, I'm going to give Maura... Oh, Maura, I love you. I love you all. And wait a minute, I'm gonna give Patricia, Shane, I'm trying here to let me just give you guys a cyber love hug. We're going to do this cyber recovery love hug. I sound like a foghorn, don't I? Oh, my word, dude. This is not good. Listen, I can make fun of myself, all right? Yeah, I do sound like a New Jersey lighthouse with its horn. Love! Stay away from the rocks. Stay away from the boardwalk. Thanks, Havart. Thank you very much. Thanks, Joe. How you doing, Jim? Nice to see you here again. Listen, I'm trying, man. My. When it comes to streaming, I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the fame. I enjoy helping people, okay? And like I said to you guys all the time, you're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly cry, the insanity, the jerseyness, and the frogginess, I guess. You know what? Because I put a lot of heart and soul and voice into these live streams. You know what? No, what? If you just came in, this is a stream about recovery. And I don't California sober either. So, yeah, Gator. I can imagine that's what you're describing yourself right now. Lil Pro says, I'm 4 years sober. Well, congrats, because by you sharing your recovery time is helping others. You're telling people, yeah, recovery is possible one day at a time. If you go to any lengths to get your recovery, it can be possible, but you have to do it for yourself. They're really coming out tonight, aren't they? But the joke's on them because it pushes the algorithm, right? And maybe they'll see my vocal cord snap, and that'll be the end of the stream, right? Why, Streamlabs, you are freaking drive me nuts. Joe's like, no matter how long, we can all celebrate that we stay clean today. One more day. And that's right, Joe. That's all what we have. It's just for today. Joe, how much Joe, how much clean time do you have? And Jeff, you have a meeting tomorrow? I feel positive about it. I had lunch with my family today. No yelling, no screaming. Oh, I find that right. Bam. I'm Cyber love hug, Jeff. Yeah. Just do it one day at a time. Little baby steps. That's all. You know what I mean? Chat wasn't coming up for me today. My right end when you came live tonight. Yeah, sometimes it happens, Teresa. But I'm glad you're here. I'm always appreciative that you're here. Yeah, boss. My husband thinks so. Even with his raspy, froggy voice, that just keeps getting worse. Now people are going to say, see, you do yell because you're losing your voice. I still say, that's how we talk. I'm from Jersey. I'm not going to. What that? So that's, how many days is that? 3 years? 4 years tomorrow? Oh, way to go. Congrats, Joe. Cyber recovery love hug. Thanks, Pat. I really appreciate it. I'm not even going to force myself to do that. You know, the moon's not out yet, by the way, either. So, it is what it is. Hi, Amy. How are you? Well, my voice isn't doing too good. That's for sure. It's, it is what it is. Tomorrow, I'm not going to have a live stream, I don't think. I always say that, and then I end up doing it anyway. But if my voice doesn't get any better, I have to, quit talking and just heal. You know what I mean? But thanks for all you guys being here. I really appreciate you. Let me take another sip of ice water again. I don't have any lemon honey, or I have tea, but I don't have any lemon or honey. How's your mouth doing, Amy? How's your mouth? Is it healing up? Can you gargle with salt water? Like warm salt water? Would that help? With my own money? Oh, well, Kiss, I got when I was 5 years old, and that was a birthday present, along with a tennis racket and a container of tennis balls and stuff. But Rick Springfield, believe it or not, Rick Springfield and Joan Jett. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you can find some specialists, Amy. You know, even if you go to the ER, they can't, help with your teeth or anything and stuff, but just tell them your situation. So, Joe's like, I am at my most delusional when I'm making my to-do list. I hear you. I'm most delusional when I say I feel great, my voice feels good. I'm gonna go do a live stream tonight. You beat me to it, Rick. Shane Bailey's like, try chewing at. Yeah, but don't. I would. With what, Shane? Thanks, Six. They're my signature look. Hi, Wendy Bendy. How are you? Just remember, folks, what you're not changing, you're choosing. My voice is giving out. And I apologize, guys. I really do. You know, thanks, G-Med. G-Med, thank you. Hello, sweetheart. I'm happy to hear you. Well, the animals out back don't. I'm just saying. You went to the ER and all I did was cover me up with yeah, we'll be on that. You have a right to refuse it, but listen, any medication, opioids and stuff, it won't take all the pain away. And a lot of people think it's going to take all the pain away. It doesn't, But if it gives you, and I'm speaking from experience, if it gives you some relief, and just go under a doctor's care. You know what I mean? You want to see my impression of Ozzy? All right, hold on. Here. I'll give you my impression of Ozzy. How about that? All right. Can you see him? All right. Wait, hold on. Hi, Racer. I know. Listen, Razor, it will happen. It will happen by next this week. I feel bad that I haven't done it. You know what? But you haven't been around either. I remember you. I remember. Oh my! You. I remember you from the last time. Oh my! This is not good at all. It really isn't. My throat right now is really I'm pulling a John Bon Jovi out and it's not good at all. I do that a lot. Uh I'm drinking a lot of ice water. It seems like my voice gets a little bit better, right? And then like straight it, like with my vocal cords or whatever, and then forget it, it goes out again. Have a good one, Shane. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Hi, Corey. How are you? What's up, Rachel? Rick, I should never came on, right? Tell me I should never came on. I know Jim is looking at his phone saying, Rocket, we've been telling you. And you don't listen to us anyway. Well, I've smoked worse. Right? And hold on, I don't know what. Rocket, I used to be a heavy drinker for years. I had to go to Alcoholics Anonymous for a while. It helped me a lot. I've been sober for 15 years now, July 29th, 2026. I want you guys to give prayer hugs or prayer hands and hearts to Teresa. I appreciate you, Teresa. And I'm going to give you a cyber recovery hug. Teresa, I love you. And just by you sharing your recovery time, you're an inspiration. You're a miracle. And I'm so glad you are a part of the Queen's life. So, cyber recovery hug! What? Rick's leaving? Rick, you're leaving? What? Well, not my voice tripping, I'll tell you that much. Then oh, I love you, Heather. I love you. I love your mother. I love your family, and God bless you. Cyber love hug. Wow, that's just. It is. Even if it's just for today. For those who are struggling with recovery or trying to just get one day, just by just by you having one day, at least you're trying. You know what I mean? I love Ontario. I know it's a gangland up there now, but I love it. Just for today. So, I'm going to ask you this, Rachel. So, you're still doing it? You're on kidney dialysis, and, my father died when I was 16. And so he was smoking cigarettes and all that. But he died from alcoholism. But he didn't drink in the hospital. He was just smoking cigarettes. So, you have to help yourself in order for others to help you out. Why? I'll be praying for you, Rachel. Thanks, Sarah. How you doing, England? How you doing across the pond? Ian? Yeah, but doesn't the doctors give you urinalysis or anything? I'm sure, at one point they gave you urinalysis and they found it in your system. I'm just saying. It's like when somebody has to go for a transplant of any kind, whether it be kidney transplant, heart transplant, lung transplant, or whatever and stuff, they make sure that they're giving these organs to somebody that deserves them, and then that they're actually staying clean. If you want, to me, it's a slow suicide. I actually got, and I'm going to say this and stuff. I know. I'm here for you, Rachel. I'm not trying to be hard on you. All right? Because a lot of people were hard on me too. Okay? When it came to certain things and stuff. All right? But I actually got high. And it was so like cringy and stuff. I actually got high with a woman. She was paralyzed from the shoulders down, like Christopher Reeve was. The guy that played Superman. She had a trach, and every time her so-called boyfriend would help her, I would always look away. It was so cringy and stuff. It was a total buzzkill. But her boyfriend used to put the stem or even the cigarette in her trach and stuff, and she would inhale it like that. Okay? I couldn't. I was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't do this. And it was so. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and that's bad. You know. And no, it's my throat. I am breaking up. Am I now? All right. Quick Shoe, how are you? Quick Shoe, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a safe trip, and I hope you're enjoying your time out there. My throat. Wait, Quick Shoe, wait. Quick Shoe. Rachel, I want you. Quick, can you do me a favor? Quick Shoe. I want you to introduce yourself to Rachel. Alright, well, let me know. And in case something happens, I don't know. But Quick Shoe, introduce yourself to Rachel. She's on kidney dialysis and she's smoking meth. No, excuse me. Quick Shoe, just tell her a little bit about your story, if you don't mind. Hi, Elizabeth, how are you? You did say meth. Hold on. Hold on. You said you. Hold on, I'm looking. Oh, jeez. Sorry, guys. Maybe I should never came on and stuff because I feel like it. You're watching. What I mean, I swear you said it. I swear you did. If yeah, I know, Teresa. Uh, I wouldn't say it if I didn't see it. But I'm not gonna, you know. Thanks, Elizabeth. It's really a combination of both. But now they have Trank, which is called gasoline heroin, gas station heroin and stuff. My my son, Sean. All right, he's in Portland, and he's been in Portland for a few years, and he's just existing, and he's addicted to fentanyl, meth, and God knows what else. Okay, and so please have your thoughts and prayers go out to my son Sean, and for all those that are still suffering out there with addiction, alcoholism, and mental illness. I would truly appreciate it. Fentanyl is it is involved in approximately 70% of all fatal overdoses, and it's actually poisoning. It's not overdoses. I mean, some are overdoses, but it's basically poisoning. Why do you want to know so bad? Bye. How long have you been on? How long have you been on it, Rachel? I hear it. The war on drugs is the biggest government farce, okay? It's the biggest myth. But how long have you been on? You were on Suboxone at the age of 19? What? Some opiates. You were on opiates since you were 19 and you're 41. But how long have you been on Suboxone for? Yeah, there's a big lag here. Oop. I'm. Oh, all right. Yeah, I need to turn on the light. Hold on. All right. Ugh. Now I can't turn on the light. Oh, there we go. Let there be light. Since it's the Queen's Light Brigade. Well, everybody's different. Everybody's body is made up different, you know? Just like with psych medication. If I was on Lexapro and they put you on Lexapro, your body might react to it different. You know what I mean? No, it's all right, Chad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There have been worse people on here, so don't worry about it. You're on methadone for how long have you been on methadone for? So the Chris Marshall says, if you take it too long and aren't in withdrawal yet, then it can throw you into a whirlwind and withdrawal. I'm sorry. Yeah, any of these medications like methadone, Suboxone, you know what? If you say you're on maintenance and you're on it for 20 years, that's not maintenance. You're still using. You know what? You're not. How long have you been on methadone for, Rachel? Hi, Grizzly Bear. Have you been on it? No, I'm not. I've been on crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2013. I don't California sober. I don't do anything like that. Nope. Yeah. Under doctor's care, I hope. Grizzly. Hi, Evan. How are you? Great to see you. Cyber Lover. Grizzly, I'm going to give you a Cyber Love hug too. How about that? So, Grizzly, Cyber Love. King Diamond, what's up? You love King Diamond? I love King Diamond. My favorite album from King Diamond is Abigail. The government is nobody's friend. Even the government isn't its best friend to the government. Trust me. They're eating themselves up, you know, all that stuff. Yeah! How many concerts have you gone to, King Diamond? He's the real deal, let me tell you. I wish Falco was still playing the organ, though. And all that. You know, like Falco, he had a hit song back in the 80s, Rockin' Me Amadeus. Too. Yeah, that subsequent is a lot of money, too. There. You hear the coyotes? What was my first concert? It was Kicks. Believe it or not. What's Vivitrol, Tyson? I never heard of that either. It's a shot. I never heard of it. Oh, so it's like abuse, right, Tyson? Super Tramp. I love that album with the waitress. You know what album I'm talking about? They were good. The Beach Boys. When was that, Tyson? Was it when John Stamos was driving for them? R.I.P. Brian Wilson. Pet Sounds is one of their best albums. Hi, Keith. Bob Seger. What's your favorite Bob Seger song? He just came out with a new song on YouTube not too long ago. Keith. Turn the page. Yeah. Well, Metallica does a cover of it. I think everybody knows that. Against the Wind. Robert Plant. What about the Honey Drippers? Their only song that reached #1 was Sea of Love. The Honey Drippers. Journey, Tom Petty. Pink Floyd. I saw them in 1986. Pink Floyd. I actually had 3 tiers. I at Giant Stadium. We were in the nosebleed seats, and then the middle, and we were like 15 rows back. How is that, Keith? George Thorogood. He's still rocking. Don't come knocking if the house is rocking. Marshall Tucker, too. Wow. Good music, right? That's real music right there, right? Black Crowes. I love that song, Talks to Angels. Because that's what it was like in my diction, pretty much. You know? You live in Oklahoma? My voice. What concerts have you seen at the BOK Center? Have you ever seen Toby Keith in concert? That should be a no-brainer, right? Nowadays, it seems like all these bands that are out, it's not worth spending your hard-earned money for. I know you're in Seattle. Kurt Cobain, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. How do you guys feel about John Bon Jovi? I think he should hang it up along with very funny, Craig. Let's go Pearl Jam. Joanne, nice to meet you, Joanne. You live in Oklahoma, and you haven't been to a concert in Tulsa? You haven't been to like when Rush did their last world tour? You never went to the BOK Center to see Rush? My husband did. Yeah, the crew has to go. I'm sorry. They're just still trying to keep up with the life of a rock star. Yeah, Bruce Springsteen can shove it too. Sarah Bear, what's up? I don't know why they did that. Sarah Bear, what's up? Yeah, now he does, Rachel. Oh, I love that. Chocolate mint chip ice cream I like. My throat is giving out. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Don't, Sarah, don't worry about it. Yep. Big city nights. I gotta have big city. See, I came in. I'm pulling a John Bon Jovi and Vince Neil. I love you too, honey. You know that, Sarah. I love you. Yes, I do, Sarah. Cyber love hug. You should have seen. You were here last night, weren't you, Sarah? Where all the gnats came attacking my mouth. That was terrible last night. It really was. There was a whole bunch of, like a swarm of gnats. And they all flew into my mouth. Yeah, I kept on saying, yeah, protein with your water, you know. There's a few of them straggling around here, but wasn't as bad as last night. Yeah, they're not performing anymore. Yep, that's an end of an era. When Lemmy died in 2015, or no, 2000, yeah, 15, 16, that was the end of Motorhead. No, nobody's gonna replace Lemmy. Oh, we have them here too, Sarah. I think it was like when I came out here, it was 88 degrees. Now it's getting lower. Sure, Craig. Tell me about the glazed donut. Def Leppard. Well, right now, Extreme, Crew, and Tesla, my boys, Tesla, they're all performing together, and I think Vince needs to go on his way out. Robert will tell you who. I was in the chat when that happened. I know you were. It was like up to like what, 13, 14, 19 gnats, and then one flew up my nose. Right. The joys of streaming, guys. The joys of streaming. Thank you, Funny. Yeah, they're my signature look. But thank you. What's up, Chris? You guess what state I'm in. I'll give you 3 guesses and the first 2 don't count. Hi, Fishing, how are you? So glad to hear me tonight with a voice like this. Those gnats last night were like bombarding me. And they were on a suicide mission, let me tell you. Crazy. Nope. Wrong. Hi, boys. How are you? Nope. How you doing, Borg? Cyber love hug. I will. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be live streaming, but that's what I said about tonight. So here I am, your rocket queen. Tennessee whiskey, you're smooth like Tennessee whiskey. I can sound like Chris Stapleton, right? Nope. I love going to Georgia, though. Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you for a cough drop. Fishing, since you're right in my driveway. What's up? Hey, you. Norman. Stay happy. No, I'm actually on a movie set. I'm on a sound stage in Hollywood. Rachel, come on. It could be a movie set for a Bigfoot movie, or Harry and the Andersons. My boys. You too, Borg. That's right, Lisa. You know it. Steven Tyler has been diagnosed with a fractured larynx. The sphere. Well, yeah. Well, look at Tom Kiefer. And all that, but there's rumors that he's gonna be rejoining, or the guys from Cinderella's gonna have a reunion tour. ask him, Norman? White Lion, great group. Ran on love. I got high with Lane Stanley and Mike Starr. Yeah, I feel like I should. Fishing. Are you freshwater fishing or saltwater fishing? He was a good guy, but when Lane, he saw Lane overdose, and it killed him, and it haunted him, and he was actually on celebrity rehab, and then right after that, he actually was smoking crack or something like that with his father, and he died. Yeah, Shy, you're a cool AI bot too. You're fakeness too. So, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. It's a card game. All right. Let me bring this a little closer. All right. So, here's the question. What insights are you gaining about yourself? That I push myself too hard when it comes to live streaming, especially when my voice gives out. But that just shows that I'm driven and committed to the Queen's Light Brigade. So, if you guys want to answer that question, what insights are you gaining about yourself? Let me know in the chat. It doesn't matter, Rachel. It really doesn't. It's over and done with. Shows like Hollywood Vampires is an American rock supergroup formed in 2012. Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp, and Joe Perry. Yeah, Alice Cooper's not doing any more tours either. He wants to focus on his golf game. He's a real nice guy, though. And Fishing says, that I'm not alone. Way to go, fishing. You aren't alone. You fit in just with us, right? I love you. Johnny Depp, oh my God. He's gonna be in a new movie. I think it's a Christmas Carol. Um, for Christmas this year. I think he's gonna be Scrooge. I love his acting, you know, and I hope he gets his shit together, you know. But he was so broken up about River Phoenix, you know, and I mean, I saw two of my friends overdose, and it still shakes me up, you know. I don't like to, you know, look back at that kind of past. No kidding, Chris. I know, but we're running with it. Well, thank you. I'm nobody special. I'm really not. I'm just trying to be a good human being. That's all. You know, I see a lot of people. See, there was a damn, there, look. And that was gonna go in my mouth. I caught it with my mouth. I picked it off, and then it just flew away. I hope, you know what? Yeah, but no, we don't, wait, hold on, Lisa. I have something for you. We all don't learn from our mistakes. Because I've had friends that kept doing what they were doing and stuff, and they died. You know? And it was a shame because they were good people, too. You know? Hold on. Yeah, I like Johnny Depp a lot. You know, he has this. Did you watch him in 21 Jump Street with Dom DeLuise's son Michael? Those were the days, right? Go Dallas Cowboys. That's your team. Well, I'm gonna say this real quick, Shy. All addicts and alcoholics, all right, they might do things to get their money, and you know, and their disease progresses to worse things, whatever. Addicts and alcoholics are sick people, and I know I was a very sick person in my addiction and stuff, you know, and once they get through recovery, they come back. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about. Way to go! Couch potato! 234 days clean. Way to go! High five there, buddy. By you sharing your clean time, you are helping others. You are being an inspiration. Because you're saying to people, yes, recovery is possible. One day at a time. And if they go to any lengths to get it. So, Couch, cyber love hug! Cyber recovery hug. Way to go. Everybody give couch potato hearts and prayer hands, please. Joe is asset to the people in China. You know what they do with the prisoners in China, right? So Joe says, why is it when you donate a kidney, everybody loves you? But if you donate 5, they call the cops. LL. Fishing is like, yeah, when you shoot up, you'll never get that first high like you did the first time. Only have drugs to do. And that just flew up my nose. Only have to do drugs so you don't get sick. That's true. I know. When I first shot up, and usually this happens and stuff where maybe your friend or somebody that you know, your acquaintance or whatever, will shoot you up. And that's how it gets started. And I remember, just like, I was high on crack too at the time. Yeah, you keep chasing that first high. You know, just like gamblers, okay? If you're in Gamblers Anonymous and whatever, that's an addiction too, believe it or not, because it all deals with your pleasure center and your brain, along with, you know, alcohol, drugs, you know, all that stuff. So, gamblers and stuff, they'll just chase that win. And then they lose the money and they still keep chasing it. I'm missing so much of the chat. And Cheryl's like, yeah, 1 hour at a time if need be. Or 5 minutes at a time. Call up your sponsor or call somebody up that you know can help you. You know, that gives you support. You know, that's rooting for you. Support is everything, guys. Support is everything. I know I couldn't do it alone, and you aren't alone. You're not. Yeah. Lisa. How you doing, Cheryl? Nice to see you here. Thomas, how you doing, Thomas? My father was an alcoholic, a severe alcoholic. Once my uncle got him dry, he had the best years of his life until he passed away years later. Yeah! And I wish my father, he tried, okay? He tried to dry out in hospitals. My mom took him to the AA meetings. He didn't like that. Whatever, but he was really close with this minister, Reverend Carter. And when Reverend Carter moved down to North Carolina, guess what my father did? And he was like, you know, a sponsor or a mentor to my father. You know, and it was sad that my father never knew sobriety. But I feel like he's actually living vicariously through me. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, uh, Cheryl, hold on. I'm good, thank you for asking. I hope you're doing good. You got this, love. My throat. I've been live streaming for the past week or whatever, every night for 4 or 5 hours, non-stop talking. But I'm from Jersey. We love to talk. But now, with all these gnats flying down my throat like they did last night and whatever, my I'm pulling a Bon Jovi or a Vince Neil. I'm glad you're here, Cheryl. Let me give you a cyber love hug. Cyber love hug! Look. Yeah, everybody, give congratulations to Cheryl on 3 years. Just by sharing your story, Cheryl, you're inspiring others. You are being an inspiration tonight. You know what? On your sobriety. 3 years. So, hold on. Cyber recovery hug! Way to go. We have a lot of recovery time in the Queen's Light Brigade. And you, I'm going to say this, you guys make the stream. You guys do. I don't. You guys do. And you should be proud of yourself that you got 600,000 views. Not because of me, because of you guys. And I'm so proud of you. We are creating a wildfire change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, guys, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. And I love you all. And Lisa, don't worry about it. If you don't first succeed, then skydiving isn't for you. Oh, so you're a riot. I want to go skydiving too. I'm gonna tell you something. Oh wait, Evil Rick has a response for you. Joe, it's not the fall that gets you, it's the sudden stop at the end of the trip. No, I'm just myself. Shy, really, I'm just myself. You know, I don't care about people. And I was actually rooted in that when I was growing up when I was a kid. Alright? And so I really think that once you get the recovery, you return to your old self, but a better version of it. You understand what I'm saying? Thanks, iTunes. Welcome to Queen's Light Brigade. But I'm going to tell you something about skydiving. You know what? Cheers, guys. I'm going to open this up. Maybe I'll help my throat out a little bit. It did last night. So, here we go. Java Monster is the only rocket fuel for this rocket queen. Hell yeah. Java Monster. Woo, 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 woo. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Clink. Lisa's like, I can tell you care about people. There's a saying in AA. You know what? in order to keep your recovery, you have to give it away. And a lot of people gave their recovery to me, so I have to keep giving it to you guys. You know what I mean? Uh, hold on. You don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to go skydiving twice. Skydiving twice. Yeah, I feel the same. I think you really care about helping others. I'm gonna pray for your voice. Oh God! And everybody's in the chat like, no, no, because it'll sound like Kim Kardashian's then. You get it? You get it, Lisa? You get it? I'm just stucky. No, I'm sorry. I'm just froggy. Hi, Connie. How are you? All right. That's right, Queen. Your live stream is a part of your recovery. Well, that is true too. It is. But ever since 2020, I was going to talk about skydiving. Thanks, Lisa, for messing me up. I'm like kidding. When I turned 21, wink, wink, I want to go skydiving. And I told Jim this. He said, oh, no, you're not. I said, oh, yes, I am. He said, no, you're not. He said, you can die from it. I said, listen, you're speaking to a rock star that shot herself up, didn't give herself a hot shot. Right, come on. So I said to him, I said, I'm going to do it. He's like, no, you're not. So I went over and I told my mother-in-law. And I said, Ma, I want you to be there when I jump out of the plane. She's like, no, I don't want to see you jumping out of the plane. I said, but you're going to have the best seat in the house. He said, no. I said, Ann's going to take me because Jim's not going to take me. I said, Ann said she would take me, my sister-in-law. She said, no, I'm not. I'm not going to go. And I was like, really? But, you know, Jim's ex-wife, I met Jim's ex-wife, and she wanted to go skydiving with me. Yeah, like a girls' night out, you know what I mean? And I said to her, yeah, knowing you'd probably be like Wiley road runner and put like the pots and the pans and even the kitchen sink. And when I pull the ripcord and stuff, all these things are going to fly out in my parachute. I'll be, you know, how it is, excuse me, how it is in the cartoon. I said, no, thanks. But I still want to go skydiving, though. Hell, I would even fly the plane, too. You're from California. Rosalina, how are you, honey? Let me give you a cyber love hug. Cyber love hug. Welcome. So when are you coming to Oklahoma? Parachute for sale. Only use one small stain. We have, you know, we have to have a segment segment for you, Joe. Hold on, let me move up. We cover so much in one night. We have a lot of fun, right? Fishing. We really have a lot of fun. And people have forgotten to have fun because they're always on their phones, doom scrolling. They're not getting anything out of it. They forgotten to communicate with one another or how they feel. How do you feel today? Emoji, emoji, emoji. No. How do you actually feel? I know I feel kind of sore because of my throat and my back. I kind of feel happy that we're having a good time together. You understand what I'm saying? And Chai's like, yeah, I think humor is also a way to recover from ourselves. Do you agree? Yeah. I can laugh at myself. Trust me. These trolls that come on in here, they'll say, oh, you look like Ozzy. Oh, I thought Donnie Baker was dead. Oh, 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 oh. Ha ha ha. You know what? The joke's on them because I've been in the streaming game for a long time and they don't know who they're messing with. Okay? They don't. But I do appreciate them being here, though. Tell trolls I don't have the time or the crayons to explain. Oh, did you see that? Another nap. I'm like, I get the gnats just love me. So this is, this live stream is another buggy night. Part 2. You too, Joe. Let's go. We need to take the Queen with us. What is this like the Wizard of Oz saga? Mississippi Queen. You know what I mean. Or what about this? Rocket Queen. We know what you mean. Rocket Queen. We know what you mean. There's Rick, you should have said to me, yeah, let's go because the computer is calling for you. I've been there. In New Jersey, they have a hot air balloon festival that Quick Check puts out every fall. And it's kind of fun. It is, and it's beautiful. Well, David, sit back and relax and enjoy the conversation. We're just having a good time, talking about recovery, joking around with each other. Hi, Alicia. How are you, honey? Ohio. And please, and that's another thing, too. Please have your thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of the Dakota shooting. Please. Skate Lisa! How are you? I'm still swallowing bugs from last night. How are you, Skate Lisa? How's it across the pond? Way to go, David! From what may I ask? Just by you sharing your recovery time with people, okay, you're being an inspiration to others. We, the Queens Light Brigade, we are a recovery community. We don't replace AA, NA, Celebrate Recovery, whatever. We're just our own little community on YouTube because YouTube needs places like this. Oh, I bet you London is, especially if Harry's still there. Oh no, it'd be more boring, huh? Cracked open Xanax. Wait, but you're not, David, you're not on Suboxone, Methadone, right? You don't California sober, right? Right? David? What's up, Jeff? Hi, Trisha, how are you? Everybody, congratulate David. Right, nothing. I'm going to say this, David. I appreciate people, okay? I'm just going to say this. I do appreciate people that come on here, okay? And they'll say to me, well, I haven't done, the pills in so long. I haven't done crack and heroin for so long, but I still drink. I don't drink anymore. I don't do the crack or dope anymore, but I still smoke weed. Yeah, but hold on. But I was the same way when it came to my recovery from crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2011, because my thinking was, well, at least I'm not doing the crack and heroin. And I was hoping and praying that it wouldn't be the same way with the crack and heroin. You know what I mean? And believe me, it almost killed me. The alcohol almost killed me too. And I think the reason why I drank so much, it was like 30 plus a day plus Jagermeister, Black House, or SoCo. I should have been dead years ago. Way to go! Oh, wow. You guys. Good on you. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on, David. Cyber recovery. Love hug. Way to go, David. And welcome to Queens Light Brigade. Everybody that just came in. Lisa's like, I would like to say something, but I'm too ashamed of myself. Why, Lisa? We're all here for you. And these gnats. I'm sorry. Okay. This is a safe community. Okay? And I think you know that. We all love you. Lisa. Hi, Howie. I actually had an ex-boyfriend named Howie. Yeah, and we aren't judging you either. Yeah, all right, hold on. Uh, I'm protecting you, Lisa. Uh, Lisa, if you want to talk about it, I suggest at first maybe you can write me an email if you want. Uh, because there's a law now within the world that protects children. Even if you say certain words, you'll get flagged. I'm just saying. His name was Howard, but I'm like, he's nuts. But anyway, yeah. I think he lives up in your state now, but he's turned really, yeah. But he used to like to be called Howie. Yeah, don't, yeah, Lisa. We love you. It's not that we don't want to hear it. And it's not we're going to judge you. Okay? We're not. Okay? Because I think a lot of us went through that ourselves. Alright? Including me. Okay? Yeah. Okay? So, but if you want to talk to me, or like write me an email, or it's up to you, like I said. Okay? You know, I was thinking about this. Now that, thanks, Lisa. I love you, honey. Yeah, no, it can't be right now because there's an international law about saying certain things. And yeah. If I'm if we were on a Zoom call or whatever, like say with a whole bunch of us, I mean it'd be fine. But I'm a goddamn. Oh. Hold on. Another gnat just flew in my mouth. We should have like a gnat counter on the stream because. Hi, Owen. How are you, honey? Thanks for being here. Do you see like all the gnats and all that? They're disappearing quickly because they're flying into my mouth once again. Rick, you can put my email up if you want for her. You know what I mean? No, David, no. You can't. It's not that I don't want. It's because of certain things. That's all. All right, wait a minute. So, If you can give yourself a chance, Lisa, you can do it. I thought you were talking about something else, Dave. I apologize, okay? It was Streamlabs. I didn't flag you, by the way. I didn't. All right. Uh, it took me 45 years to give myself a chance. I never thought it would be possible, but I'm doing it. David, David, she's talking about something else. David, what's up, Matthew? How's it going? Cyber Love Hug. David and Lisa. And for those that just came in, let me give you a Cyber Love Hug. Cyber Love Hug. No, no, it's about something else. It's you were probably thinking meth, right? It's not that. It was something else. If you know what I mean. What's up, Riff? Thanks, Tim. Here, on. Oh, I did say it. It what? Hold on. All right, a lot of confusion going on here. Hold on. For those that just came in, let me give you a Cyber Love Hug. This is the recovery community. Please be mindful about saying drugs or anything else because people are early in recovery and we don't want them to be triggered or relapse. Thank you very much. So, Cyber Love Hug. There you go. I thought you were talking about something else. Lisa, I'm not laughing because I think it's a joke. I'm just, you know what I mean? Thank you, David. Much love back to you. What's up, Tim? Great to see you here. So Lisa tricked you how? Like, sent to make money? Thanks for the hugs. You know how I love giving my cyber love hugs out, right? Even to trolls. I love them even more. anyway, but no, I thought you were talking about. Hi, Epic. How are you? So, Lisa, hold on. Wait a minute. Are you talking about? No, don't. Yeah, don't. Lisa, are you talking about meth? And just say yes or no. All right, so don't say anything, okay? But if you do want to write me an email or whatever, no, see, I'm getting confused. How you doing, Epic? I just heard a coyote yip. We have a young coyote that comes around here, and he yips. And Jim has pictures of this little coyote. And then all of a sudden you'll see a little baby fawn. So, anyway. Maybe I should, do like a little short about like, the trail cam. But I love you, Lisa. We all love you, Lisa. We do. You know, How about another question? Let's do that. Oh, look at that big bug right here. Moth. Look at that. Yeah. I know. I probably froze you guys, right? Here, let me pick him up. Um, Thanks, Epic. You know, the Queen's Light Brigade, you know, they do all the work. I don't. They make the stream. I don't. I'm just nobody special. I'm just like a facilitator. You know what I mean? And we, not just me, we, the Queen's Light Brigade, we are trying to create a wildfire change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. We are the Queen's Light Brigade. That's right, David. David's like, if I can do it, you can do it too. What's up, Dane? No, I'm not. I'm not. No. By you guys giving me compliments, I hate the word praise, by the way. Excuse me. It keeps me grounded. And that's why I keep trying to help you guys even more, or try to figure out ways on how to bond with each other more, if you know what I mean. We are all special. Oh, it's that special. Dana Carvey with the church lady. What's up? Much respect. Hi, Evil Rick. Nicely put, Joe. Lee said the past is nothing to be ashamed of. It made you who you are today, stronger. All of our past made us who we are. Even the present time, when you really think about it and stuff, and John Bradford was a psychologist, and he used to have these PBS specials on the inner child and stuff. And believe it, I used to watch him while I was on smoking my smoking my crack and stuff like that. I was never on meth, never had it. I'm just saying, but it was kind of interesting a lot, to say the least, when I was getting high from that stuff. But you know, that'll come in time. That'll come in time. I would like to see that too. But the Queen's Light Brigade really has to be established first for everybody's safety. And what? That would be cool. That, you know. Yeah, I know, Epic, but it's still a drug. But just don't advertise it. You know what I mean? Because there are people, like I said in the chat here, that are early in recovery, and I just don't want them to get triggered. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Jake. Epic, I still Well, no, I respect you. I hope you know that too. You know, everybody's on their own journey and whatever, but I just don't want people that come on here to think, oh, well, see, if he's doing it, I can do that too with my recovery or what. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I know you know. Hi, Debbie, how are you? Yeah, you can be addicted to shopping. Yes, you can. See, are you addicted to like HNN and like QVC? Thanks, Rocky. Rocky Wolf. I like that name, Rocky Wolf. Don't worry about Streamlabs. No, you're not. No, you're not addicted to QVC or Home Shopping Network. Hey, you want to see a magic trick? Oh, Amazon? I know what you mean, Debbie. Especially at 4 o'clock in the morning, right? YouTube can... The most addictive drug man ever invented was the cell phone. Thank you. That's my signature look. You want to see a magic trick? Let's do a magic trick. Ready? Oh, wait. No, oh, shit. No, hold on. No, I can't do it right now. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, don't do Temu because it'll get your information. It's like all these sites now get your information, but Temu is like the worst marketplace ever. You don't get what you get paid. You don't pay what you get on Temu. Let me ask you this. How much did you spend in one sitting on Amazon, Debbie? I know at times I spent a lot of money on Amazon. Like at times it's like over, I'm talking about in one sitting, I'm not talking like, you know, in one sitting I think I spent like over 300, 400 bucks. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Who did I miss? Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't listen. If I miss you, I'm not trying to snub you off. Yeah, I spent like a lot of money on Amazon too. Especially during the pandemic. Well, I'm sure they're quality leather shoes, Craig. Where, Joe? Today's? Who did I miss, Joe? My name... Hold on. I don't mean to snub anybody off, and you guys know that. Alright, yeah, wait. Today's thanks show. Nope. Man, hold on. Did he get, like, man, hold on. Oh, here. Today's like this. I'm tired. Don't really want to go on anymore. Hold on. Today's, where are you? Joe, is he still here or no? I love antique shopping myself. They have a lot of them in Sand Springs and in Tulsa. You guys go to Goodwill? Tulsa has Goodwill in there too. You just had ramen noodles with an egg? Oh, that's so good. So good. Well, Debbie, especially during like holiday time, that's the worst for me. I'm from Jersey originally, but here I live in Oklahoma. Where are you from, Debbie? I'm trying to move to Tulsa, but I'm on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Why? Why? The Gulf shrimp and the oysters, all the seafood. I don't know how good it is now because of, the BP oil spill way back when. I hope it's cleaned up more, but Charleston, South Carolina, nice place. Tulsa's a nice area and stuff. You should live out on the outskirts of Tulsa. I'm not. Another gnat just flew in my throat. I should take this inside, tell you the truth. No, another gnat went right down my throat. Move the light, move the light. We don't talk about politics on here, sorry. We're being honest about that, Abe. Haha. Wait, hold on. I'm moving it now. Yeah. There. Can you... They're so coming this way. Yeah, I know. I didn't just have an appetizer of gnats last night, Debbie. I had a whole freaking meal. I'm just saying. Oh, my. Porker than the can at in Tulsa. I would have to ask my husband. He would know. Fishing's like, yeah, you're their queen bee, Nat. Apparently so. They think the hive is in my mouth. Oh, my word. Rick can do. Shut. As soon as I was going to say that, excuse me, I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. But when I was going to talk to Rick, a whole bunch of them, like, whole bunch of them just, I don't think I'll be doing live streams out here anymore. When it gets cooler, it won't be bad. But, wow. Sorry, guys. I am sorry. What's how you doing, Shadow? Well, a whole bunch came out of my mouth when I was trying to say, Rick, I don't think moving the light helped. And it's like what? 11? Oh, excuse me. So it's like, yeah, she's about at 17. They weren't that bad when I started. And now all of a sudden they're just like, oh, she's back. Indeed. Indeed, queen. Indeed. Charge. And like, oh my. How you doing, Shadow? Cyber love hug to you. Cyber love hug. My voice is giving out, but we're still here. I love shrimp with ramen. Yeah, I know. Rick. No, I don't. It's just awful. What time is it? You know what? Wait, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10:30 where I'm at. In Ruck, Oklahoma. Yeah. The Nats are winning. Uh huh. Um. Wait a second. Hi, Kill. How are you? What's my favorite poison? Well, apparently gnats tonight. I'm being force-fed gnats. I'm terrible. Yeah, only two. Well, there was one that I caught by my mouth, corner of my mouth. I was gonna show you guys, and this is not good. I'm like, this is not good. This gnat situation is not good because there's a. It's from the gnats. It's not because now they're like coming. It's not just one or two. Now it's like a whole bunch of just right. You know what I mean? And this is a recovery scream, Beckett. And no, I've been on crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2013, 2011. So no, it's not. But you're probably on it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in a house because it just seems like now they're like I pulled, you know, like I pushed the light away, and it seems like now they just come in groups, like, and I'm today. Tonight was a lot worse. Tonight was a lot worse than it was last night. And, well, because of my... Hold on. Let me... I can't find my, hold on. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. You could put up a tent or something, or you could take cover, go indoors. Don't want you to suffer, my dear. If you're gonna do screams outside, you should get a screen room Or, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hey, what's up, Rocky Queen? It's Evil Rick. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday, peace, love, and happiness. Yeah, I was having a buggy one right now. Listen, this is what we're going to do. My... yeah. Yeah. And their wings are extra crunchy, too. Yeah, alright, so this is what we're going to do. I love you guys, you know that. Uh, we're going to do this. We're going to take it inside. But we're going to do something special. We're going to do it inside my wildfire studio. With the computer instead, okay? That's what we're going to do. And so we can... I'm just gonna... Whatever, so... You guys, I appreciate you very much. Cyber love hugs. Cyber love hugs. I love you all. Okay? And, so, yeah. So, we're all gonna go inside in the Wildfire Studios. I had to set up. Jimmy and Rick, he likes horizontal. Wink, wink. Alright. So, I do have a fan in there. We don't have gnats in there and stuff like that. And, yes, I am. Because right now, Jim's watching something on TV and stuff because I can hear it outside. So we're going to go inside my wildfire studio. But give me at least a half hour. Okay? Half hour. I love you. I love you all. And thank you for being a part of the Queen's Light Brigade. Thank you for being soldiers of the Queen's Light Brigade. We are creating a wildfire change. We are putting the word human back in humanity. And I love you all. Cyber love hug. And I'll see you in a half hour, 45 minutes. Love you guys.